Good morning, radio. Make that good morning, football fans. I did it again. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's Thursday, November 12th, 2020, and we're going to take a quick look at the individual leaders in the NFL following week number 9. So we'll be taking a look at passing leaders, rushing leaders, receiving leaders. Take a look at some defensive numbers and some special teams numbers. So without further ado, let's jump right in. We'll start off with your passing yards leaders through week number 9. And I've ranked the top 5 in each category. Alright, so starting off at number 5 is Teddy Bridgewater of the Carolina Panthers with 2,416 yards. Number 4 is MVP frontrunner Russell Wilson of the Seahawks at 2,541. Number 3 is Josh Allen from the Buffalo Bills at 2,587. Number 2 is Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs with 2,687 passing yards. And the league leader in passing yards through 9 weeks of the season is Matt Ryan of the Atlanta Falcons at 2,746. Alright, here are your top 5 in completion percentage after 9 weeks. Derek Carr of the Raiders came in 5th at 69.8%, followed by Ryan Fitzpatrick of the Dolphins at 70.1%. Third is Russell Wilson of the Seahawks at 71%. Number 2 is Teddy Bridgewater from the Panthers at 71.9%. And the league leader in completion percentage is Drew Brees of the New Orleans Saints at 74.8%. Alright, touchdown passes through 9 weeks. Here are your top 5. In fact, we have a tie for 5th with both Ryan Tannehill of the Titans and Josh Allen of the Bills, both with 19 touchdown passes. Number 4 is Tom Brady of the Buccaneers with 20. Third is Aaron Rodgers of the Packers with 24. Second is Patrick Mahomes from the Chiefs with 25. And leading the league in TD passes after 9 weeks is Russell Wilson with 28. Alright, interceptions thrown. Now we're looking at the quarterbacks that's thrown the most interceptions. And we have an 8-way tie for 5th place, as we have 8 quarterbacks with 7 interceptions. Could not list all of them on here. Russell Wilson is 4th in this category with 8 INTs. Then at number 3 is Daniel Jones of the New York Giants with 9. Kirk Cousins of the Minnesota Vikings is 2nd in the league in interceptions thrown with 10. And the league leader in interceptions thrown through 9 weeks is Carson Wentz of the Philadelphia Eagles with 12. Alright. Here are your top 5 leaders in quarterback rating. Number 5 is Derek Carr of the Las Vegas Raiders at 110. Number 4 is Drew Brees of the New Orleans Saints with a 110.3 quarterback rating through 9 weeks. Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs comes in 3rd at 115.9. Second is Russell Wilson of the Seahawks at 117.1. And leading the league in quarterback rating is Aaron Rodgers of the Packers at 117.5. Alright, so those are your passing leaders. Now let's go to your rushing leaders, starting off with rushing yards. Number 5 is Todd Gurley II from the Atlanta Falcons at 584 yards rushing. While at number 4 by Clyde Edwards-Helaire, this is the rookie running back for the Kansas City Chiefs. He leads all NFL rookies in rushing with 586 yards. Number 3 is Josh Jacobs of the Raiders, 588 yards. And then it jumps way up into the top 2. Second is Derrick Henry of the Tennessee Titans, 843 yards. And the league's leading rusher after 9 weeks is Dalvin Cook of the Minnesota Vikings with 858 yards. All right, next up, we're going to take a look at yards per rush attempt. These are the top 5. And there's a virtual tie for 4th with both Nick Chubb of the Cleveland Browns and Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens, both averaging 5.9 yards per rush attempt. Third is Dalvin Cook of the Vikings at 6 yards. Number 2 is Miles Sanders of the Eagles at 6.1. And the league leader in rush yards per attempt is Kyler Murray of the Arizona Cardinals at 7.1 yards per rush attempt. All right, rushing touchdowns leaders through 9 weeks. Cam Newton of the Patriots, Derrick Henry of the Titans, and Kyler Murray of the Cardinals are all tied for 3rd with 8 apiece. Number 2 is Todd Gurley of the Falcons with 9, and your league leader in rushing touchdowns is Dalvin Cook of the Minnesota Vikings with 12. All right, receptions leaders through week 9. We also have a 3-way tie for 3rd place with Alvin Kamara of the New Orleans Saints, Robbie Anderson of the Carolina Panthers, and DeAndre Hopkins of the Arizona Cardinals, all 3 with 60 receptions through 9 weeks. At number 2 is Keenan Allen of the LA Chargers with 62. One behind the league leader, which is Stephon Diggs of the Buffalo Bills with 63 receptions. All right, now to receiving yards leaders. This is the top 5. DeAndre Hopkins of the Cards with 734 yards. 4th is Robbie Anderson from the Panthers with 751. Number 3 is Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs with 769 yards. In fact, Kelce leads all NFL tight ends in receiving yards. Number 2 is DK Metcalf of the Seahawks at 788. And the league leader in receiving yards is Stephon Diggs of Buffalo with 813 yards. All right, yards per reception leaders through week 9. We got a tie for 5th, a 2-way tie for 5th. Both Marquez Valdez-Scantling of the Green Bay Packers and Christian Kirk of the Arizona Cardinals are tied for 5th, averaging 17.4 yards per reception. Number 4 is DJ Moore of the Carolina Panthers at 18.3. He's virtually tied for 3rd with DK Metcalf of the Seahawks, also at 18.3. Number 2 is rookie wide receiver Justin Jefferson from the Minnesota Vikings at 18.4 yards per reception. And the league leader is Nelson Aguilar of the Las Vegas Raiders at 20.4 yards per reception. And then as for touchdown reception leaders through week 9, you got a 3-way tie for 4th. Mike Evans of Tampa Bay, Tyler Lockett of Seattle, and Adam Thielen of Minnesota all have 7 touchdown receptions. You also have a tie for 2nd with Green Bay's Devontae Adams and Seattle's DK Metcalf at 8 touchdown receptions, which means your league leader is Tyreek Hill of the Kansas City Chiefs with 9 touchdown catches. All right, taking a look at defense. The top 5 tacklers in the NFL through week 9 are Devin White of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with 52, Blake Martinez of the New York Giants with 54, Jordan Poyer of the Buffalo Bills with 57. Eric Kendricks of the Minnesota Vikings with 59. And leading the NFL in tackles after week 9 is Roquan Smith of the Chicago Bears with 62 tackles. And now your sacks leaders through week 9. We got 4 players tied for 4th. And those are TJ Watt of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Zadarius Smith of the Green Bay Packers, Emmanuel Ogbah of the Miami Dolphins, and Brandon Graham of the Philadelphia Eagles, all tied for 4th with 7 sacks apiece. Coming in at number 3 is Trey Hendrickson of the Saints with 7.5 sacks. And then your league leaders are Aaron Donald of the Los Angeles Rams and Myles Garrett of the Cleveland Browns, both with 9 sacks through 9 weeks. And as for interceptions leaders through week 9, you have 6 players tied for 5th with 3 interceptions. And you have a 3-way tie for 2nd with Carlton Davis III of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Xavier Howard of the Miami Dolphins, and Kendall Fuller of the Washington Football Team, all with 4 interceptions. Your league leader is J.C. Jackson from the New England Patriots with 5 interceptions. All right, now let's jump over to special teams as we wrap this up, starting off with made field goals through 9 weeks. These are the top 5 in made field goals. In fact, we have a bunch of kickers tied for 5th. Greg Zuerlein of the Dallas Cowboys, Jason Sanders of the Miami Dolphins, Daniel Carlson of the Las Vegas Raiders, and Rodrigo Blankenship of the Indianapolis Colts are all tied for 5th with 17 field goals made. Number 4 would be Randy Bullock of the Cincinnati Bengals with 18 field goals made. Graham Gano of the New York Giants and Joey Sly of the Carolina Panthers are tied for 2nd in field goals made with 19. And our league leader is Young-Ho Koo of the Atlanta Falcons with 21 field goals made. All right, here are your field goal percentage leaders through week 9. Number 5 is Graham Gano of the Giants at 95%. Number 4 is Young-Ho Koo from the Falcons at 95.5%. And you have a 3-way tie for the league lead with Mason Crosby of the Packers, Chris Boswell of the Steelers, and Jason Sanders of the Dolphins, all at 100%. And then your punts leaders through week 9. This is total number of punts. Got a tie for 5th with both Matt Hack of the Miami Dolphins and Cameron Johnston of the Philadelphia Eagles, both with 34 punts. Bradley Pinion of Tampa Bay is 4th with 35. Number 3 is Tress Way of the Washington Football Team with 36 punts. Number 2 is Pat O'Donnell from the Chicago Bears with 43 punts. And your league leader in punts through week 9 is Braden Mann of the New York Jets with 46. All right. Average yards per punt. This is your top 5 through week number 9. All right. Longtime punter Brett Kern of the Tennessee Titans came in 5th with an average of 48.3 yards per punt. Just below Tress Way of the Washington Football Team at 48.4. Number 3 is Cameron Johnston from the Philadelphia Eagles at 50.4. Number 2 is Michael Dixon of the Seattle Seahawks, 50.5. And the league leader in average yards per punt through 9 weeks is Jack Fox of the Detroit Lions, averaging 52.8 yards per punt. And then the final category we'll be looking at is punts inside the 20-yard line. These are your leaders through week 9. Both Matt Hawk of the Dolphins and Michael Dixon of the Seahawks are tied for 4th with 16 punts inside the 20-yard line. 3rd is Riley Dixon from the New York Giants with 17 punts inside the 20. And your league co-leaders in terms of punts inside the 20-yard line are Johnny Hecker of the Los Angeles Rams and Pat O'Donnell of the Chicago Bears, both with 18 punts inside the 20-yard line. So that's a look at individual leaders in the National Football League after 9 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and upload this to YouTube now. And then when I come back, we'll start talking about the current playoff pictures in both the AFC and the NFC. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and ring the bell twice. Get notified every time I drop a new video. Alright, this is Big Al signing off. I'm going to go upload this real quick, and I will be back to take a look at the playoff pictures in both conferences.